Yeah!
Pat Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
Here we go. We're in the home stretch to Christmas now. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving weekend. We welcome back Keith Malinak to the studio. How was your vacation last week?
It was good. Good. Had family in town. Thanksgiving,
Nice.
Celebrate it right.
Good.
And like you said, now we're geared up for Christmas.
Yep. Let me tell you about, there's at least one great Monday every year, and that's Cyber Monday. It's here, you're here, and some great deals on Built Bars are here. Right now, you can get at least 20% off everything delicious and healthy, which is to say 20% off site-wide. And there are even bigger discounts on Built Boost, Broth, and Built Swag. And the moment you've been waiting for. There's a new Built Bar flavor just in time for Cyber Monday. It is Caramel Almond Delight.
Mm-hmm.
Delicious. Caramelized chocolate, yes. Almonds, check. Delight, double check. It's delicious. And these bars have only 150 calories, 17 grams of protein. Be sure to get yours before they're gone. And maybe this season you're craving white chocolate. For a limited time, get a special new Built Bar Puffs flavor. White chocolate cheesecake. Oh, man, that sounds delicious. It's the delicious protein treat with the marshmallowy center, and it's covered in white chocolate. Still only 140 calories, 17 grams of protein. 'Tis the season to save and give your taste buds the gift of Built Bar. Go to Built.com for these incredible tasting new bars and 20% off everything on the site. Head to Built.com, promo code PAT20. Go there now before it's too late. Built.com.
Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas, George! Merry Christmas, George! Merry Christmas, movie house! Merry Christmas, Emporium! Merry Christmas, you wonderful old building and loan!
Pat Gray Unleashed.
Merry Christmas, you wonderful old building and loan!
Here we are.
Here we are. 'Tis the season.
Yeah.
Over the weekend, by the way, finished off the regular season for college football. I can't believe it's over already. I just can't. All that remains, well, there's championship weekend this coming
Don't
weekend.
put the camera on me for this segment. He's talking about football. I'm not, bro.
And
No, I don't.
and then it's over.
Yeah, it's over.
Other than the bowl season, it's over.
What's
It went by fast.
Was that a bowl season? I'm not familiar.
Not familiar?
Not.
Yeah.
As a Husker fan,
You
I
wouldn't
just
be.
don't know what you're talking about.
Not lately.
Yeah. Yeah. They lost, by the way, 2 games since I've been here by 1 score because that's what they do. You know,
Yeah, another 2. So they finished 3-9.
3-9, best 3-9 team ever.
Yeah, I think that's accurate.
I like the college football Reddit thread that says put Nebraska in the college football playoffs because you're assured a close game. I mean, they're going to lose,
Yeah,
but at least they will put up a fight.
yeah, and they put up a lot of good fights.
Yeah, the Wisconsin
Didn't quite
game.
get over the top.
They lost. There was a no call pass interference at the end of the game. And then Iowa, they self-destructed. It was a thing of beauty. It was Falcon-esque. They were up 21-6. And
No,
they gave up 5
I hate
scores in
that.
12 minutes.
Ah,
That's right. 5
Sucks.
scores by Iowa in 12 minutes, Pat. It was awesome. So they lost 28-21. But BYU, now they almost pulled a choke job as well, right?
yeah.
They gave up the lead at the
Yeah, they
end,
did.
and they came back. So
They were well ahead,
congratulations.
28-13. Then they fell behind 31-28, but they won
That's good.
35-31
10-2.
against USC. In fact, every BYU team that participated in sports in November won every single time they hit the field or court.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
That is trivia.
Is that amazing?
How many
So-
sports we talking?
Well, we're talking football, men's basketball, women's basketball, volleyball, soccer.
Wow.
They went 29-0 in November.
Oh, God. So it's not like,
29-0.
a game here and there. Or
No.
29.
It's like a serious schedule.
That is insane.
And the
man.
women's soccer team just made it to the Final Four. So they play Santa Clara next weekend.
Mm-hmm.
The women's volleyball team going to the NCAA tournament, of course, probably get a 1 seed. And they're 28-1. Women's basketball and men's basketball both unbeaten. And BYU is going to a bowl game of some sort. We'll see. But it was interesting all during the broadcast on Saturday between BYU USC. And as the game goes to commercial and the USC and Pac-12 ads play on TV, talking about how inclusive they are, how progressive the Pac-12 is. It's a conference of champions. I'm not sure if you're aware of that.
Yeah.
Conference of champions.
Okay.
And the progressive conference of champions.
Ugh.
Then they go back to the game, and the Southern Cal crowd is chanting "F the Mormons" multiple times during the game. F the Mormons.
Oh, no.
By the way, they might want to check the status of their starting quarterback.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah. From a little place called Utah, and a religion that some refer to as Mormon.
Oh.
Yeah. And
USC.
so one of their defensive line coaches, LDS, and then the play-by-play team, Dave Fleming and Rod Gilmore, they were absolutely pathetic the entire game, making excuses for USC that relentlessly talking about their injuries and their coaching situation. BYU played this game without 11 starters. 11! 6 on defense, 5 on offense. We were down to fourth stringers at some positions. They'll be whining to us about injuries. Here, this is a school that has 50, or it might even be 60 4- and 5-star recruits. They've got athletes up the wazoo. Don't cry to me about USC's injuries. Ludicrous. Anyway.
Yeah, you know what? You could say that BYU ran their coach off, right? I mean, because...
Yeah, you could.
I don't know. Was he fired after that game?
No, he was fired.
Oh, shoot.
Earlier in the season. But
Shoot.
I think they sensed it coming up.
Because Lane Kiffin's headed out there now, right? Or Lincoln... the Oklahoma coach.
Lincoln Riley?
Yeah, my gosh, Lane Kiffin.
Oh, has that been decided? I haven't seen that.
Yeah, so he's taking that job. And
Lincoln
so,
Riley took the USC job?
Yeah, so Bob Stoops has to coach Oklahoma in the bowl game.
Oh, wow.
So there you go.
He has a pretty good deal in Oklahoma. That's interesting.
Well, he
Of course,
probably...
USC's a good gig.
He probably sees the writing on the wall. Wait, this is going to be in the SEC now?
Yeah.
I think I'm going to go somewhere else.
Maybe I'll just go west.
Yeah.
Young man.
So there you go.
And then speaking of the inclusive, tolerant Pac-12 conference, student organizations at Arizona State University are demanding that their administration withdraw Kyle Rittenhouse from the university.
Oh, boy.
The Arizona State University Students for Socialism, Students for Justice in Palestine, Multicultural Solidarity Coalition, and Mecha de ASU are all calling on the Arizona State University administration to take action against Rittenhouse by withdrawing him from the university and releasing a statement against him. The 4 groups are calling him murderer Kyle Rittenhouse, and they want to be protected from this murderer.
Wait a minute.
And by the way, he's a student online.
Thank you.
Online. He's not even in Tempe. He's not on the campus. So unbelievable.
Wow, that's fun. And
Isn't that fun?
Did you see that Levi Strauss and Best Buy are offering like some sort of like counseling for people, like race trauma that's been what?
Yep. Levi's Elizabeth Morrison, Levi's Chief Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Officer.
I mean, that's a great gig if you can get it. And there's been a lot more of those gigs here lately.
Sent an email to employees of the San Francisco-based clothing company following the Rittenhouse verdict with the news that Kyle Rittenhouse was not convicted in the shooting of 3 individuals, 2 of whom lost their lives during racial justice protests last year. This is a difficult day for many. The pain and trauma of race, identity, belief-based tragedies is a reality that many of us are struggling with on an ongoing basis. It can feel physically, mentally, and emotionally draining to continue to relive these moments. And I want you to know it's okay to not be okay.
I love it.
To help promote safety, sharing, and to encourage healing, I'll be hosting a fireside chat and Q&A with Dr. Jamila Codrington.
Oh, sure.
I love Jamila Codrington.
Yeah, she's good.
Dr. Codrington gets me through a lot of tough times.
Really?
A lot of tough times. Dr. J and I, she's a licensed psychologist and racial trauma specialist.
Wait, I'm sorry, a what?
A licensed psychologist and racial trauma specialist.
Racial trauma specialist. In
Yes.
other words, okay.
She's a kook. She's a left-wing kook. Dr. J and I will talk about the mental and physical impacts of back-to-back social racial justice events and trauma coping mechanisms during our discussion. Morrison advised employees pained by the verdict to seek a trained counsel. She also recommended workers use resources to help impact social justice, equality, and drive positive change, including getting educated and informed on the issue of gun violence. Oh, that would be nice. If you got educated and informed on the Kyle Rittenhouse situation.
Thank you.
Maybe you could do that and then you wouldn't be traumatized. And you would realize it has nothing to do with race. 4 white people involved. And she wanted you to know that you can be reaching out to your elected officials to let them know just how important common sense gun laws are to you. Jeez. Oh, that's agonizing.
Well,
could we be any more fragile?
Could we be any more fragile? Yeah.
Wow. That's unbelievable. People you don't know in a town that's not yours. And you've got to have trauma counseling.
And making an issue about race where none is involved at all.
Yeah.
Stop it.
I don't understand this thing. I don't, for the life of me, get it. I guess because the initial riot was over race. It doesn't make any sense, though, that Kyle Rittenhouse is being presented this way. Why do you even care? White people get shot every day. Nobody cares. Here's what the Washington Post tweeted out about Waukesha.
Oh.
Here's what we know so far on the sequence of events that led to the Waukesha tragedy caused by an SUV.
Oh, my gosh.
Actually, they're right. By a SUV.
Thank you. Again, what in the world?
For the millionth time. And the Washington Post.
It's a stupid point they're trying to make, but they don't even do it grammatically correct.
Right. Caused by a SUV. No, it's an SUV.
So is race involved here? Because, I mean, it was a black dude that ran over a bunch of white parade goers.
Important to ignore that it was a black person who did it. That's why we must blame the SUV.
SUV.
A SUV, yes. And then from CNN, they had the headline, Waukesha will hold a moment of silence today, marking 1 week since a car drove through a city Christmas parade, killing 6 people and injuring scores of others. A car did that.
One of those Teslas, probably those self-driving deals. That's what I'm getting from that headline.
They got all pissed off and just started driving through the crowd for no apparent reason. These cars and SUVs, you got to be careful.
Yeah, I said, high octane, you put this unleaded crap in me. Grr, I'm going to act out. Sorry.
That's exactly what happened.
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Okay.
I saw in a tweet that somebody was speculating that the car was pissed off that the rifle got off scot-free in Kenosha.
Okay. Nice.
So I think that might be legitimate.
Okay.
That could be what happened to piss it off. So just as the nation is hearing about the Wisconsin Christmas parade killer and the killings there, the 50-page rap sheet, $1,000 bail of the perpetrator of this. News, of course, to Washington Post and CNN that it wasn't a vehicle that did this. AOC tweeted this out. Today we sent a letter with Representative Maloney and Representative Raskin to New York City's 6 district attorneys requesting information on excessive bail in the New York City court system.
Okay.
Got to be kidding me. When prosecutors seek excessive cash bail, it results in increased rates of incarceration, particularly for low-income defendants. So she must be really pleased that it was just $1,000.
$1,000, right?
For this rapper guy. $1,000, and he's out scot-free. Committing the same kind of crime that got him into jail with the $1,000 bail in the first place, running over his girlfriend.
Yeah.
So crazy.
Yeah, no, that's good. I'm glad AOC is doing the people's work there.
Yeah.
Have you heard of Holly Zoller? She is...
I don't think so.
Okay, so she was injured at Charlottesville, right?
Okay.
And then during the summer of 2020, she was the one that showed up with the trucks filled with gear for Antifa. Remember the U-Haul trucks?
Oh.
Remember that? Those pulled up? Mm-hmm. We had the video of that. Anyhow, she's now leading the effort to get Mr. Brooks bail here in Waukesha.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so...
Really?
I mean...
Trying to get him out on the $2 million bail?
Yeah, so don't worry, AOC. Somebody's on the case for you there.
Yeah, that's great. Did you see that at least... Who was it? Was it GoFundMe that shut him down? They were doing a fundraiser for him to try to get him out of jail.
Oh, really?
And GoFundMe shut him down.
Wow, that's shocking.
Yeah.
It's usually the other way.
I know.
Because they did that against Rittenhouse.
I know. Also, from AOC, more than 75% of individuals in custody haven't been convicted of a crime and are confined in unsafe conditions simply because they cannot afford cash bail. Is she saying this for the people who have been political prisoners for 7 months now in Washington, D.C. after January 6th, the day democracy almost died?
It almost died.
Condemning thousands of individuals to languish in such environments as they await trial is unacceptable.
Well,
no, let them out and let them go perpetrate their crimes wherever they want. Let them out. Let them be free. These people want to hurt people. Let them do it. Essentially, that's what you're saying, because that's what happens so many times. So often, they're let out of jail, and this is what happens.
Well, it's a pet project now of Rashida Tlaib's as well, where she is. She's got a solution. She's got a solution even beyond what AOC is proposing with the bail.
Let's hear it.
The Breathe Act proposes emptying federal detention facilities within 10 years. To what extent have you wrestled with any potential downsides of releasing into society every single person who's currently in a federal prison?
I think that everyone's like, oh my God, we're going to just release everybody. That's not what I'm saying. But
It
to
is what
see
the
how
bill
many
says.
people are mentally ill that are in prison right now.
What I'm trying to understand is your proposal is so sweeping. It does release everyone.
Think about it. Who are releasing?
But there are like human traffickers.
Oh, I know.
Child sex.
But what I'm saying is look at
know.
who's in prison now.
Theodore Kaczynski, the Unabomber, the guy who co-founded Al-Qaeda, Zacarias Moussaoui, plotted 9/11. This guy, the Boston Marathon bomber.
Okay.
Dylan Roof, neo-Nazi mass murderer. Okay. Aryan Brother members. Thousands of violent Aryan Brotherhood members.
But I mean...
I know.
Come on.
Some of those people are in... I know.
Rashida Tlaib just looking out for those that are mentally ill that are incarcerated.
Unbelievable. It's just unbelievable.
So, honestly, you just brought up the point. Is she wanting to empty the federal prisons of the January 6th guys? Because she says she literally wants everybody emptied out within 10 years.
Right. And it would include, well, everybody. Everybody means everybody. So
these people,
they're insane.
They are insane. I mean, we're out. You run out of words. That's where you're left.
They're insane.
God.
All right, let me tell you about ScoreMaster. Did you know even an okay credit score can cost you $100,000 over the life of a 30-year home loan? That's why you should use ScoreMaster before you apply for any loan. ScoreMaster can take your credit score from okay to great fast. The average user adds 61 points in 20 days or less. Recent COVID surges will help keep interest rates low for now, and adding 61 points to your score could save you thousands of dollars on a home loan. But those rates will go up soon, so before you apply, visit scoremaster.com and add points to your credit score fast. Then you can maintain and protect your credit score with 24/7 credit monitoring and $1 million fraud insurance. It only takes minutes to enroll, see your points, get more points, and qualify for the lowest loan rates. Visit scoremaster.com/Pat, scoremaster.com/Pat to get started today.
Look, Daddy, teacher says every time a bell rings, an angel gets his wings.
That's right. That's right. Attaboy, Clarence.
Pat Gray Unleashed.
You already watched that movie yet?
No, I have not.
Whoa. Whoa.
We haven't watched a single Christmas movie yet. But, I mean, it's November 29th, so it'll happen soon.
Decorate yet?
No. You have, though, right?
Outside.
Outside. Okay. Not inside?
I mean, get on it, Carrie.
Uh-huh.
You know? Hey, I did outside like 3 weeks ago, man.
Yeah.
I did it right after Halloween. Remember, I drove in, I was inspired, I saw Christmas lights up. So that first weekend after Halloween.
Here's what you say. Get off your dead butt, woman.
Wait, what are you
Get
doing?
this done. See how that goes. I think that'll...
You think that?
Yeah,
Should I record it
that'll
too? And then we'll just play it on the show tomorrow? That'll be good, right?
Yeah, that'd be good. That'd be really
Okay,
good.
I'll get on that.
Yeah. So you remember the line? Get off your dead butt, woman.
Get off your dead
Get this done.
butt, woman. Get this done.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, try that.
I'm not gonna.
You're not? All right, you weasel.
Uh-huh. What else you got over there in front of you? You got something else to read?
You don't want to talk more about telling Carrie what to do?
No, I'm good. I'm all set.
All right. I want to know if everybody celebrated Thanksgiving properly. You know, the way CBS News told us to last week, because this is really important. We want to have a safe
that's true.
and happy
You do.
Thanksgiving holiday.
Yeah.
So CBS told us how to do that. I hope you did this.
Okay.
It might be a difficult conversation before people step into your house to say, whoa, wait a minute, where's your card, what's your status, before you walk into my home.
This is tough because people are all over the map on this, and they're also all over the map with their risk tolerance. But the rapid tests have made this a lot easier.
Right.
Because whatever people's vaccination status is, we can actually confirm safety on the spot. So if it feels like it's going to be weird, maybe make it kind of fun. Say we're going to start with hors d'oeuvres in the garage. You know, we'll have
that
drinks.
is fun. Isn't
we'll
that
do
fun?
our rapid test, and then
That's
come
fun.
on in, right? You can make it playful, make it fun, and
my
then be able to enjoy the holiday because you're not worried about safety.
Wow, what a genius idea.
What about stamina? It's a 4-day weekend. Should you suggest people get on the road on Friday?
Whew, you know, this is hard. I mean, we're out of practice.
Yeah.
We're out of practice with being together.
We
We're
don't
out
know
of
how to
practice
travel,
with being
Pat.
with lots of people.
We forgot how to travel.
Yeah,
How
I
to
don't
interact
remember.
with people.
I don't know how to do that. Huh.
This is
been too
hard.
long.
That was a response to everything.
It's hard.
How is it? You shouldn't have these people over at your house to begin with if you don't trust them.
Right.
Well, what's your
Right.
vaccination status?
Go into the garage, please.
Yeah.
And we're going to do a simple test.
But I feel
there
fine.
for you.
Look, I feel fine.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Or I
We're
have
gonna test you for COVID.
I have the vaccine. Like, what do you need from me?
Yeah.
That's not good
Getting
enough.
ready to go into Target.
What?
I know they say we can take off the mask,
Yeah.
but
Right. Not ready, right?
I'm keeping mine on.
Good.
Okay.
I am.
Good. Yeah,
I'm not
do
ready.
it. She's not ready.
Too much. Too soon.
Too much, too soon. Too
Not-
soon, too much.
This is.
Too soon, too much.
We are
Yeah, it's only been going on 2 years. Way too soon.
too soon. We are.
The idiocy is incredible. But what I love is right on time, just as people are starting to get back to normalcy, we're all thinking, okay, I'm done with this.
Yep.
Okay, I'm not wearing the mask. I'm not doing lockdowns. I'm not doing your mask. I'm not social distancing necessarily. I'll stay away, keep my distance because I like to do that anyway. But I don't want to do this anymore. I'm done.
Yep.
I'm done. So what do they do? We could go right back to lockdowns because this Omicron variant The Omicron variant is here. So there's a new variant, and you must be terrified of it.
Better be.
It comes from South Africa. That tells you how deadly it is. I guess. Doesn't everything deadly come from South Africa?
Yes.
However, Dr. Angelique Coetzee, chair of the South African Medical Association and a practicing general practitioner based in Pretoria, said it was premature to make predictions of a health crisis. It's all speculation at this stage, she said. It may be it's highly transmissible, but so far, the cases we're seeing are extremely mild.
Yeah, but who is she? I mean, she's only what? The doctor that discovered this variant?
Yeah.
What does she know?
More than anybody else on the planet, probably, right now.
Right. She said that,
wow,
this variant is less severe than all the other ones.
She said maybe 2 weeks from now, I'll have a different opinion, but this is what we're seeing. So are we seriously worried? No. We're concerned, and we watch what's happening. But for now, we're saying, okay, there's a whole hype out there. We're not sure why. Right. Well, I am. It's to maintain control of us. Dr. Angelique, it's to maintain control. That's why they're doing it.
Are you ready for the symptoms of the Omicron? Which Jack Prosovic said that it's anagram for moronic. I love that.
Is it like bleeding from the eyes?
Let me
Ears?
check.
Mouth?
I'm not seeing those, maybe, but not
vomiting?
According to the doctor that discovered it.
Okay, what do we have?
She said, well, first of all, almost half of her patients were not vaccinated. So it's like 50-50, basically, as far as who's coming down with it. Mild muscle aches, scratchy throat, dry cough. A few had a slightly high temperature.
Oh, no.
And there was some extreme tiredness.
No, not extreme tiredness.
Well, exactly. Don't downplay this, Pat. It's not being tired.
Right. It's extreme tiredness.
Thank you. Don't undersell this. Okay.
Is it enough to make you go to sleep?
It probably could.
Like we do every night? I experience extreme tiredness every day.
Omicron.
And that's why I go to bed.
Right. It's here. It's in Dallas.
I have Omicron right now.
Because I did that last night too. Oh my gosh. We shouldn't even be here.
I was so tired. I went to sleep.
We should have tested out here in the garage before we came into the building and had hors d'oeuvres out there.
Yeah, we should have.
Oh, we're so irresponsible. Sorry, y'all.
Short-sightedness on
Corby,
our part.
we may have it. Rob, Nate, our bad.
Sorry,
I think
everybody.
We have the new variant in here. We're both very tired often.
We've been Omicroned already.
I mean,
I saw the headlines blaring all weekend about this, and I thought, geez, how many people have died from this already?
Right.
The cases are extremely mild.
Yes.
Yeah, but it spreads maybe 5 times faster.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like everybody's going to get a cold?
I know.
Oh, no.
I'm looking at this story where it quotes her.
Jeez.
And it says these very mild symptoms were different from those in other variants, which gave more severe symptoms. And she says, this is a quote, "I'm quite sure a lot of people in Europe already have had this virus," end quote.
Wow.
But you're extremely tired, right?
Yeah.
So you better
I have it.
Stop, drop, and roll, or whatever you're supposed to do right now. I don't know, lock down, I don't know, put on the 3 masks.
I think stop, drop, and roll, that's for, when you're on fire.
Oh, that's cute. That's cute. If Dr. Fauci came out right now and said, I'm going to need you to stop, drop, and roll, half of the Americans would do this.
Oh, for sure.
So.
Yeah, they would. Jeez.
We're gone,
That
man.
is so pathetic. I mean, the way this was built up, because I wasn't really delving into the articles, because it was, I don't know, Thanksgiving weekend, and I didn't want to, but...
That's what they wanted you to
do. But they think, I mean, the hysteria they've already created from this. Israel's talking about shutting down again.
Oh, UK.
Oh, in fact, they did last night at midnight.
All sorts of countries are doing this right now.
My gosh.
In fact, we're now banning travel from Africa. Huh? Xenophobe much, Joe?
Wow. Yep. 888-900-3393.
Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
That's good, dude.
It's really catchy, isn't it?
It sure is.
That's a catchy little ditty right there.
I like it.
888-900-3393. Also at Pat Unleashed on Twitter. We get this frightening new variant, Omicron, which is extremely mild and nobody's died from. But if it hits you, it's going to hit you mildly.
Sure,
so
very.
just be ready for that. Extremely mildly.
Yeah, quote, very, very mildly.
Might even not know you have it.
Doctor that discovered.
That's why we've got to shut down the planet again.
Good point.
Biden administration just announced a travel ban for South Africa and 7 other countries, citing the new variant. They announced plans Friday to ban travel to the United States from South Africa and 7 other countries, just hours after the new coronavirus variant was deemed a highly transmissible virus of concern.
They just want you to be safe, Pat.
Okay, so that doesn't mean it's deadly. They're not even saying that. They're not even saying it's severe. It's just highly transmissible. Okay. So is the cold. Every time my granddaughter gets a cold, I get it too. That's highly transmissible to me. I've survived them all so far. And some have been mild cases. Sometimes I felt like crap. But I've lived. And so...
But were you tired?
I was. In some days, I was extremely tired. So tired that I went to sleep at night in my bed.
That's
yeah. That you're tired when you're so tired that you actually fall asleep.
Did you call the news media once you woke up? I mean, obviously not before.
I should have, but I didn't.
Wow.
No, I didn't. At the time, it didn't seem, that newsworthy, but now that I know how extreme tiredness, how dangerous that is in retrospect, next time, like tomorrow morning, I'm calling somebody.
Oh, nice.
I'm going to tell them, hey, I was extremely tired, so I slept for like 6 hours. 6? And then I woke up, and now I'm going to work.
Wow.
But I was extremely tired last night.
And what's your zip code, sir? Okay, very good. All right, now
You better lock down my neighborhood.
Have you been in close contact with any other
Yes,
people?
my wife.
Oh, no.
Some of my family.
Okay.
Sons and daughters, grandchildren. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And do you have any coworkers that you...
yes, I'm in contact with some of them now.
We're going to need all
I'm
that
talking
information.
loud, so no doubt stuff is spewing all over the room. Yeah. I went to church yesterday. People were subjected to me there.
Okay, we're going to need you to send us all the contact information from your phone.
Okay, no problem.
Which, of course, that's where the conversation ends because you wouldn't
phone
know how
surveillance.
to do that.
They're doing that again in Israel, by the way.
Oh, what? Oh, goody.
Yeah, they're doing this phone surveillance and shutting Israel down to foreigners now.
Israel
shut down. I mean, everybody's vaccinated there. What are you worried about?
Right.
Well, this new variant, it's highly transmissible. Yeah, but you get extremely tired from it.
Yeah, see, you don't want that, dude.
You don't want that.
You got things to do.
We don't want that. So, okay. Take those precautions. So the travel restrictions begin today, and they affect South Africa, Botswana, Zimbabwe, Namibia, Lesotho, Eswatini, Mozambique, and Malawi. Seems like all of those come from the same continent, right?
Huh.
The African continent, if I'm not mistaken.
That sounds like you're right on that.
Somebody else has noticed that, and he's not that happy about it. President of Malawi has described these travel bans imposed by several nations, including the United States, in response to a new strain of the coronavirus as Afrophobia.
Oh, I like that.
Afrophobia.
That's a good word.
Joining other African leaders in condemning the restrictions. Yep. It is. That's what it is. It's Afrophobia.
Seriously.
I don't see how you can deny it, especially if you're on the left, because does anybody remember when there was a president named Donald Trump.
Okay.
Donald Trump. And he banned...
You're going way back.
He banned visitors from 6. Now, this is 8 African nations they banned. But back then, he only banned 6 countries in February of 2020. Here's what Joe Biden You might recognize him as the current president. Here's what he tweeted back then. Trump further diminished the United States in the eyes of the world by expanding his travel ban. This new African ban is designed to make it harder for black and brown people to immigrate to the United States. It's a disgrace, and we cannot let him succeed.
Wow. Joe Biden,
Jeez.
January 2020.
Okay, that is unreal. And then he does the same thing, only more so. Only more countries banned. And this isn't any kind of xenophobia? Can't.
Right? It's fun.
How do we handle this? I don't know. My head's about to explode. Kamala Harris, after Trump's travel ban.
Okay.
Kamala Harris tweeted, Trump's extended un-American travel ban undermines our nation's core values. Do you know who you people are? Have you met you?
Have you met you?
Come on! How do you make these statements? It is clearly driven by hate, not security.
Okay.
Now, here's what she just tweeted.
Okay.
Today.
It's a quote from her.
We've done what we believe is necessary, Vice President Kamala Harris said in regards to travel restrictions over the new Omicron COVID variant. Okay. All right. Well, yeah, that's perfectly acceptable. Okay. It was an un-American travel ban under Trump. Now we're just doing what we believe is necessary.
I mean, that was a good,
That's powerful.
20 months ago.
Yeah. How old were you 20 months ago? I don't even. Was I 4? I think I was 4 years old.
4?
I think I was 4 years old.
Wow.
20 months ago. Yeah.
You.
They were still measuring my age in months back then.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, of all the symptoms that you've gotten from this new variant, I would say the extreme tiredness is probably low on the list of concerns for you. It might be the facial hair, considering you're like 6 now, 5, 6, and then you got a beard going there.
No, it's been way longer than that because 20 months was. Who even knows when that was? There's no way to measure it.
Okay, I stand corrected. Okay, so Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, hypocrites.
Let's see what Nancy Pelosi has to say. Is she on board? During the Trump situation, here's what she said.
Okay.
The Trump administration's expansion of its un-American travel ban is a threat to our national security, our values, and the rule of law. Barring more than 350 million people from predominantly African countries from traveling to the U.S., this rule is discrimination disguised as policy.
Wow.
But now this rule with more countries and more people, what is it, 450 million people? Yeah. Now this is just good common sense.
Well, they just don't want you to have to
That's all
sleep.
it is now.
They're just trying to prevent you from having to go to bed.
What if you get extremely tired? What would you do about that? We don't know how to handle that as human beings. You know what? I'm extremely tired. I'm scared. I don't know what to do. Yeah, why don't you go to bed? What an idea.
Wow.
I hadn't thought of that.
Yeah. See, you're thinking outside the box.
Yeah.
They're just trying to protect you. Because, it's a holiday season, right? You got a lot to take care of. You got a lot going on.
Oh, yeah.
We're what? 25, 26 days away from Christmas. You don't have time to sleep. And they're just trying to...
Time. There's no time.
After Christmas, then we'll let down the travel restrictions.
Right.
And you can go back to bed.
Exactly right. Exactly right.
These people, I swear.
The hypocrisy is mind-numbing. It's mind-numbing. Let me tell you about Moink Box, though. Because if you love good meat, and man, I do. Even though I'm mostly vegetarian.
Yeah, mostly.
Mostly. I eat all the things, all the meats that Moink puts out because they're delicious. But mostly, I'm vegetarian.
What a gift idea this is.
Right? Mm-hmm. That's a really good point. Because, you could get somebody, like you could give the gift of Moink Box but then keep the bacon that you get
Oh, look at you.
for yourself.
You're plotting.
That might be kind of cool. If you could taste and see the bacon from moinkbox.com, you would order it right this second.
Mm-hmm.
For now, you'll just have to believe that we've seen it and tasted it, and it's delicious. And Keith loves it. I love it. Moink delivers grass-fed and grass-finished beef and lamb, pastured pork and chicken, and wild-caught Alaskan salmon direct to your door.
Salmon is
so good. There's a big difference between the salmon that you can get like just anywhere and the Alaskan salmon. Especially the Alaskan salmon that swims out there in the ocean and in the wild.
This isn't the salmon that they raise that just like swims in a toilet or something.
Right.
This is out in the wild, man.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. It's not like they torture these salmon like like their little veal.
Like in a little box or whatever?
Yeah, in the little box. They keep them in a little swimming area, a little hole this big.
No. This is the salmon that the bears didn't catch out of the air. The Moink Box caught these salmon. So,
right.
Okay.
You're right.
Same place.
The Bears' loss is your game.
There it is.
Okay. It's really, really delicious. Join the Moink movement today. Go to moinkbox.com/unleashed right now. And because you listen to this show, you'll get free ground beef for a year. Oh, that's man. They had the bacon special last week. Now they have the free ground beef for a year. That's 1 year of the best ground beef you'll ever taste, but for a limited time. Spelled MOINK, Moink, just like it sounds. Moinkbox.com/unleashed. That's moinkbox.com/unleashed.
Then the Grinch thought of something he hadn't before. Maybe Christmas, he thought, doesn't come from a store. Maybe Christmas, perhaps, means a little bit more.
Pat Gray Unleashed.
All right, I know we're floundering around because we've just heard about a new variant. We don't know what to do. We're scared out of our minds. We're running around the house naked, screaming at the top of our lungs. Help us. Help us, Dr. Fauci. Help us, please. Won't you please help?
This guy.
I just went through that this morning at about 3 a.m.
Hold on. I was going to let it go.
Were you?
You literally were running around at
house.
3 a.m. naked.
Fortunately, nobody else was
screaming.
up. Yeah.
Family's gone out. They're back out of the house now, right?
No, they were all asleep.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. They obviously have the new variant if they're sleeping.
Yep. Each and every one of them.
Oh, but...
They got extremely tired last night. And they all went to sleep.
And then this morning, you were running around the house naked, screaming about...
I was scared. Yeah. I was scared, Keith. I read the headlines.
Sure.
The Omicron variant, it's coming. It's coming to get you. And this time, it's pissed.
Did you notice, by the way, that they skipped over G, XI, and the alphabet there? And Steve Deace had a nice tweet that said, they're all the G variant. Because they all came from China, right?
Yeah.
But they skipped it over, literally, WHO skipped over naming it that, showing sensitivity to China.
Oh, my God.
It never ends, the coddling. Stop it.
Wow.
Anyway, but Fauci's going to save us from all the variants, right?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes, he is. Here he is talking about what's going on and his involvement in it.
Should we have a vaccine mandate for domestic travel, air travel?
You know, Chuck, I'm not going to make any pronouncements about what we should have about vaccine mandates for travel. We know that we evaluate these things literally in real time all the time. You know, everything is discussed and everything is on the table, right?
You knew this was coming, right? The air travel ban.
Yeah.
We've said this. It's on the whiteboard.
Everything's on the table.
It's on the whiteboard in the basement of the CDC. They just haven't gotten there yet.
Yep.
And literally, I have travel plans for September of next year. And I have said, if I'm allowed to fly, I'll be there. But I seriously, that's a toss-up at this point. But here you go. It's on the whiteboard in the basement. We got to get there, Chuck. We're not there yet. Oh, this guy, I can't take it.
We're working on that, Chuck. We're not supposed to tell everybody yet.
Exactly.
Okay? I don't want to panic nobody, but yeah, we're going to get there. But you're asking the question too soon, Chuck, over there. Okay? It's too soon, Chuck. over there.
The question is it before or after the midterms, Chuck? That's the question you need to ask about the travel ban.
Yeah, because this is never going away.
Nope.
I'm pretty convinced now. One variant after another, one fear-mongering, nonsensical issue after another. Over and over and over. We got more from Fauci, but we'll have to wait a minute or two to play it because, everything he says in this is just mind-boggling.
We've got a shorter clip if you want to do clip 20.
Okay, let's
where
do
he's talking about more lockdowns. Are they coming?
Do we expect to be seeing more lockdowns again, new lockdowns, more mandates?
I don't know, George. It's really too early to say. We just really need to, as I've said so often, prepare for the worst.
Yeah.
So we need to get you mentally prepared. So it's on the whiteboard. Chuck, it's on the whiteboard. It's before the travel restrictions. Okay, but it's after Christmas. This guy, go away. Stop talking. He was making the rounds, though, this weekend. Oh, boy, he's everywhere.
He loves the sound of his own voice.
The clip that you sent in, if you thought the possibility of air travel restrictions for the unvaccinated or the lockdowns coming back, if you thought those were enraging, wait till the clip that Pat sent in is played. This man loves himself.
Oh, more than you can even imagine. He's deeply in love with Anthony Fauci.
So gross.
And he can't. I mean, it's so bad that he considers himself science itself.
Period. I mean, that's a fact. I mean,
he is science, and science is him.
You're not being hyperbolic.
No, he literally says it. It's just amazing. It's amazing. You got to love him. Except I don't.
What sucks is how many people that have a brain that you talk to every day, that you cross paths with in your circle, that listen to this man.
So many people do.
That continue to, that just refuse to admit they were wrong and they've been duped, and they just continue to go along with it and let this man control their lives.
Yeah, at this point, they've been doing it for 2 years now, so they're not gonna let it go now. It's gonna get worse probably with the Fauci worship. It's nuts. 888-900-3393. More Pat Gray Unleashed coming up.
Pat Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
Great to have you with us. Got some tweets here. Circle back Jackhole tweets, the emerging Omicron variant is not a new strain, rather just the new cover story for why the jab is not working properly.
Yes.
Alpha 76 is the next variant going to be called Megatron.
It does sound like a Transformers thing.
Does. And it's interesting they skipped the G, too. That's for China. That's really interesting. Jeffy's Meat Sweats tweets, we live in a society where the media mourned the fall of COVID, then worshipped its resurrection like it's Easter Sunday.
Yeah, that's
Isn't that the truth? Steadfast Baptist, guys, I'm pretty sure I've had Omicron variant every day of my adult working life. Sorry to break that to you if you've ever had any contact with me whatsoever at any point in time.
Well, I've been tired before, so I wonder if I've run into this.
Quite a few times.
So we probably know this person.
Yeah, we probably do. At least we ran into him somewhere. All right, let me tell you about Rough Greens. When you're a dog owner, your dog is part of your family. You love your dog. You want to take care of your dog. You want to give him the best. And that's why that dry kibble dog food in and of itself just not enough, because all the nutrients that your dog needs have been baked out of it. I didn't realize that until we started talking about Rough Greens, really. They've been sterilized so that it'll last on the shelf for up to 3 years, but it kills all the good stuff in it. You know, the vitamins and minerals and the probiotics and the antioxidants. You'll get all of that when you sprinkle Rough Greens on top of it. Rough Greens puts all of that stuff right back into it to make your dog healthier and happier and more active. Plus, they just love it. Almost every dog I've ever heard of loves it. Mine, Glenn, Stu's. There is a chance your dog may not. But check it out before you buy the big box of Rough Greens. Just get a small little box for your dog to try out. They'll give it to you for free. All you have to pay is shipping. Go to roughgreens.com and try it out for your dog for a couple of days. or call 833-ROUGH-DOG. That's roughgreens.com or 833-ROUGH-DOG.
And there were in the same country shepherds, abiding in the field, keeping watch over their flock by night. And lo, the angel of the Lord came upon them. And the glory of the Lord shone round about them. And they were sore afraid. And the angel said unto them, Fear not. For behold, I bring you tidings of great joy, which shall be to all people. For unto you is born this day in the city of David a Savior, which is Christ the Lord. And this shall be a sign unto you. Ye shall find the babe wrapped in swaddling clothes, lying in a manger. And suddenly there was with the angel a multitude of the heavenly host praising God, and saying, Glory to God in the highest, and on earth peace, goodwill toward men. That's what Christmas is all about, Charlie Brown.
Pat Gray Unleashed.
A very special episode of Pat Gray Unleashed.
Yeah, you're going to wear an ugly Christmas sweater between now and Christmas?
I think I will, yeah.
Oh.
I think I will. Just got a really nice one.
Oh,
Did
really?
you get one of those?
I don't have one.
Oh,
I don't have an ugly
one.
Christmas sweater.
Because, we have that, the Let's Go Brandon ugly Christmas sweater.
Oh, yeah, at
petgrayshop.com.
petgrayshop.com.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That one.
And what is the code? It's
Pat20.
Pat20.
It's Pat20 right now.
Yeah, that goes on through Christmas.
Yeah. So you can get anything on the site at petgrayshop.com.
Yeah.
Get anything there, 20% off. All right.
And I think that's any Blaze merchandise.
Yeah, I think
period.
it is.
Yeah. So that's cool.
Yeah, it is.
Very
Just use
good.
the promo code Pat20 and it'll be yours.
Magic.
All right. 888-900-3393. We're about to play that Fauci thing for you because the guy's unbelievable. He's really unbelievable. He was responding to Rand Paul and Ted Cruz because they've kind of called Fauci out to step down. Some have even called for him to be prosecuted over, all his garbage that he's done, the lies that he has told, the manipulation of the American people. And here's what he had to say about it.
Why do you feel so strongly about that, about staying on the job when you you were personally, not just rhetorically, threatened? Your security, your safety, your family.
Yeah.
How did you deal with that?
I dealt with it by focusing on what my job is. From the time that I went into
incredible.
medicine to the right now where I am at my age, my job has been totally focused on doing what I can with the talents and the influence I have to make scientific advances to protect the health of the American public.
Unbelievable.
So anybody who spends lies and threatens and all that theater that goes on with some of the investigations and the congressional committees and the Rand Pauls and all that other nonsense, that's noise, Margaret. That's noise.
That's what it is.
I know what my job is.
Senator Cruz told the Attorney General you should be prosecuted.
Yeah. I'd have to laugh at that.
Do you? Why?
I should be prosecuted.
Yeah.
What happened on January 6th, Senator?
Pause it for a second. What happened? Doctor, what happened on January 6th, doctor? What are you alleging? Did Ted Cruz have something to do with January 6th, you moron? What are you alleging there? What is that garbage? What happened on January 6th, Senator? Over there. What are you talking about? I don't know, something he had nothing to do with? The insurrection at the Capitol building? Can we, do you have a scene of that, Rob, where we can show the horror?
No, really, dude. I mean, this is...
Yeah, I think we need to.
Hide your eyes, kids.
I think we need to.
There it is.
Look at that. There it
is.
is. I just threw up in my mouth a little bit.
Well, you brought it upon yourself.
I know. I did. But look at the milling around. Look at the parading that is happening.
Mm-hmm.
It's disturbing.
Mm-hmm.
But don't look away. Look right at it so we know what to avoid in the future.
I don't know that I can take much more of this footage.
Try not to look away. Try to look at it. Because I want you to be sick at your stomach over parading. Okay, I think we are now. All right. Let's go back and see what he has to say about Senator Cruz and the rest of that over there.
Do you think that this is about making you a scapegoat to deflect from President Trump?
Of course it is. You have to be asleep not to figure that one out.
Well, there
Pause it for a second.
a lot of
with the Omicron variant, it's a good chance we're all going to be asleep. Yeah, because it makes you, here's the thing, it makes you extremely tired. So
I just want to make sure that
you
I
don't want
understand.
none of that.
It makes you extremely tired or very, very tired?
Extremely
Wow,
tired.
that's worse,
Yeah, it
right?
is worse.
Oh, my gosh.
It is worse. All right, let's see this.
Well, there are a lot of Republican senators taking aim at this. I mean,
That's okay. I'm just going to do my job. And I'm going to be saving lives, and they're going to be lying.
it seems another
Gosh
layer
sakes.
of danger to play politics around matters of life and death.
Right, exactly.
Pause it for a second. What a brutal interview this is. Oh, one hard ball after another. So she just keeps attacking Republicans on his behalf and gives him the chance to be, yeah, that's right, Martha, or whatever. I don't even know who this is.
Is it Martha?
Is it Martha Raddatz? No, that's not Martha.
No.
Is it? She's somebody else.
Oh, Margaret.
Margaret, can I call you Margie? Is that okay over there? Margie.
Margaret Brennan.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
I mean.
But yeah, these are tough questions.
Tough questions. I don't know
his
how.
feet to the fire.
Whew,
She
man.
spent like 45 minutes. Well, the interview, I think, was like 45 minutes long. And it's just, I can see why.
Dripping off his
I
forehead.
can see why he chose her.
Oh, man. Seriously, one softball after another. How about if I attack all of your critics for you, and then you can just agree with me and expound upon it? How would that be? Okay, I can agree to that, Margaret. All right, let's see the rest of this.
Another layer of danger to play politics around matters of life and death.
Right, exactly. And to me, that's unbelievably bad, because all I want to do is save people's lives.
Of course, you're wonderful.
Anybody who's looking at
That's
this
right.
carefully
You're
realizes
the savior of
that
this
there's
nation.
a distinct anti-science flavor to this.
Here we go.
So if they get up and criticize
Listen to this.
science,
Yeah.
nobody's going to know what they're talking about. But if they get up and really aim their bullets at Tony Fauci, well, people could recognize there's a person there, so it's easy to criticize. But they're really criticizing science, because I represent science. That's dangerous. To me,
Yeah,
that's
you're
more
dangerous.
dangerous than the slings and the arrows that get thrown at me. And if you
That is
damage
unreal.
science, you are doing something very detrimental to society long after I leave.
Wow.
He loves himself.
Because I am science, and I represent science, and I am science, and science is me. So if you dare to attack me, you're attacking science over there. Huh? You're an idiot. You're a Luddite if you attack me, because you're attacking science and truthfulness and goodness and righteousness and all things that are good in this world. That's what I represent. That's who I am. So if you attack me, you're attacking goodness itself over there. Wow. What an egomaniac he is.
Yep.
Oof. Deflect and then just praise himself. It's really amazing. First of all, he's completely dropped any semblance of objectivity. He doesn't even try to be down the middle anymore. He's just a partisan hack now, taking shots at all Republicans. He's just a complete hack. And on top of that, an out-of-control egomaniac. Wow, that is just unbelievable. Whew. All right. He also talked about the wet markets still, again, didn't he?
This cat won't
Is
let
he
it go.
still harping on the wet markets?
Look.
Or is this an interview from 2 years ago?
when you tell one lie. Plus, he's got the audience right there in the room with him. But when you tell one lie, you got to keep it up, man. And boy, none of this is going to be on YouTube later. But anyhow, this is fun. Watch him.
But I think the idea of the human-animal interface.
Okay, that you funded.
Is something that we've really got to address that. You know, that's the reason why I get back to the fact of these wet markets that bring in animals that are next to
Hold on, can you
bats
pause
and
it?
caves.
So if you thought that Anthony Fauci was going to admit to gain-of-function research...
He's not.
No, that's not where he's going. He's going to the wet markets. Listen to this guy.
The bats in caves in wherever, who knows, all in Southeast Asia and China.
You want more regulation of
I
those
want that to be regulated.
Yeah.
I really, really do. And we know the Chinese were trying to regulate that. But there were people who were breaking the law, and there was good documentation from people who photographed that animals that were not supposed to be brought in from the wild into the wet markets
You're still doing
were
this.
there.
Still doing it.
And I think that's the reason why, when this happened, I don't know, but I think why the Chinese just completely cleaned it out. I think that is one of the reasons why we're not able to find out what the original source was. I think they destroyed some of the evidence.
Oh, this guy is unbelievable. We've got the proof.
He sucks so
of
much.
him funding the gain of function research, and he's still denying it. Oh, still denying it. You know what, Margaret, over there? The thing is that I think this came from a bat, and the bat was killed and sold at the market.
Yeah.
Over there. Then somebody took it home and made bat soup out of it.
Yeah, that's the ticket.
Over there. Really delicious dish.
Seriously.
In China. And so they ate the bat soup, and they got sick over there. And I'm trying to regulate that now.
Yeah.
The Chinese are kind of sweeping that under the table over there.
Honestly, I'm just hearing John Lovett's character from Saturday Night Live. Yeah, and then a bat came from a cave, see?
That's right.
That's the ticket. And then they had bat soup, see? I mean, who is still
He's that
not
bad.
only believing this guy, but just even listening to him?
I don't know.
Who goes, oh my gosh.
Honestly, I don't know.
Before we go to Aunt Margaret's house for Thanksgiving, let's see what Anthony Fauci says, because he's going to guide us in what we should do. Or the CBS morning show on the weekend, or whatever the heck was on tips for let's eat in the garage. I mean, why listen to these people?
I don't.
Frankly,
I don't. But it's amazing how many people do.
How many people are just handing over
Crazy.
their natural rights to these clowns?
Golly. I mean, the overwhelming evidence now that has been exposed. He's been exposed as part of it, as funding this research in Atlanta and Wuhan. And then he's still trying to do the bat thing. I don't know, the bat from a cave, and I don't know if Robin was there or what was going on.
No, hold on. Oh, no, that's a John Lovett's line.
Oh.
That's right. Now do it again.
The bat from the cave, and I don't know if Robin was there too.
Yeah, that's the ticket. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, it was
Batman and Robin.
And they were in the cave.
They were making soup in the wet market. Yeah, that's what they were doing. Oh, gosh, I can't take it. I hope this guy just goes away, retire. You're 80 years old. Go away, man.
No, he loves the limelight too much.
I know he does. Oh, he
loves it too
loves
much.
himself.
Yep. It's never too early to start gift shopping for the holidays, especially because today you can save big on a gift they'll use every single day, and they will love this gift. Raycon wireless earbuds. Man, I love these things. They fit in your ear nicely. They're comfortable. They don't keep falling out. There's nothing worse than earbuds that keep falling out of your ear. But they've got all kinds of different sizes that you can try out so that you can get the right fit for you. You can get this pure mode for podcast listening, blues and instrumentals. You got balanced mode for podcast listening, rock or heavy metal. Bass mode for hip hop, EDM, reggae. Raycon offers 8 hours of playtime and a 32-hour battery life. There's also a built-in mic, so you can take calls on your earbuds at the press of a button. So this holiday season, get them something they can use for calls and music or work or play.
Wow, let's revisit that battery life.
32 hours. Isn't that crazy?
I've had earbuds in the past that start beep, battery level low, within an hour.
I know.
32, nice.
Yeah, it's awesome. And they sound great. Go to Buy Raycon, B-U-Y, Raycon.com/gray. Go there today to unlock exclusive deals up to 30% off your Raycon order. This is already a low price, about half the price that you would pay for the Apple earbuds. And frankly, I like them better. But hurry, this offer is available for a limited time only, and you don't want to miss it. That's buyraycon.com/gray to unlock up to 30% off your Raycons. Buyraycon.com/gray.
Pat Gray returns on the Blaze Radio Network.
So Ridley Scott is blaming the failure of his epic film, The Last Duel, on millennials because they're, how does he put it? Apathetic. Apathetic millennials are responsible for his film bombing. It only brought in, it was released exclusively in theaters. It was a $100 million project. And worldwide take was $27 million. Oof. That hurts. I didn't even know, I don't know that I've ever heard of The Last Duel.
I haven't. No.
And he said Disney did a great job promoting it. I've never heard of it.
What is it?
The Last Duel. And it's with Matt Damon, Adam Driver, Jodie Comer, and Ben Affleck.
That
Jeez.
sounds like it should be huge.
Sounds like you should know about it.
I'm looking it up right now, and I have not seen an image
I haven't either.
of this, a poster, a video, commercial, nothing.
Yeah.
That's medieval or something?
It looks like it. Yeah, it looks like it.
But they did a great job promoting it.
Oh, Disney. I wouldn't blame them. No, it's millennials' fault. Because they're apathetic. They're apathetic about what?
Weird.
That is strange. That's really strange. But yeah, that's a big flop. Jeez. Ridley Scott said that he was somewhat concerned that Disney acquired Fox Studio would undersell the graphic film, but that was not the case. Disney did a fantastic promotion job. The bosses loved the movie. I was concerned it was not for them. His explanation for the horrible box office performance? Apathetic millennials. I think what it boils down to, what we've got today are the audiences who were brought up on these effing cell phones. The millennium, it's the millennian, as he called them, do not ever want to be taught anything unless you're told it on a cell phone. This is a broad stroke, but I think we're dealing with it right now with Facebook. This is a misdirection that's happened where it's given the wrong kind of confidence to this latest generation, I think. All right. He stood firmly by The Last Duel, and the decision-making process at the studio was solid throughout. Wow, okay. Well,
I guess the check hasn't cleared yet from the studio to him, so he has to keep... No, I'm sorry that the movie flopped. You guys did a great job, though.
No, that's the problem of everybody who was born around the time of the, I guess 10 years before the, maybe up to 10 years before the turn of the millennium. Is that what it was?
I don't know. What is
millennials go back to about 1988, 89-ish.
Okay, I'm being told 84.
84. Oh, wow.
So, okay, I found a chart that says 81 to 96. So,
81?
I don't know. Whatever.
Wow. 81 to 96.
I think it's a prerequisite that you enjoy avocado toast if you're born within those years.
Then I'm definitely not a millennial.
Me neither.
No, definitely not. Yeah. I do not like avocados.
Yeah. Me either, man.
Got some tweets here, though, from Anthony Esch. Why do the liberals keep bringing up January 6th? If January 6th was almost the end of democracy, and since they hate this country, one would think they would celebrate January 6th. We are doomed, tweets. Democrats look at the 1/6 footage and see their face melt like they opened the Ark of the Covenant. Then gleefully defend the literal countless riots on the left. But hey, what about the one riot on the right?
That one
they
time.
did it once. Yeah. And there's part of it right there.
Oh,
there's
no.
a look at part of it.
Again, twice in one morning. I can't take it.
So disturbing. Look at that. Oh, my. Man's inhumanity to man. How do we abide it? I just don't know. I don't know. Carolina Bulldog tweets, I definitely think I got some Omicron variants in my turkey last week. Tired. Yeah. Yeah, you got it.
That's how they spread it.
That's exactly why it spreads 5 times faster than anything else in the world.
Ever.
Zelda Lilbird 10, how Fauci really does think he's the... Wow, Fauci really does think he's the only scientist out there. Mm-hmm. Narcissist much?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, all the time. He narcissists all the time. And capped shame, Fauci is a mad scientist, plain and simple. Never listen to him, never will. It's good advice, actually. Good advice. Because he is agonizing. 888-900-3393. More Pat Gray Unleashed coming up. I love this. Disney has caved into Chinese pressure now. 16th season of the Fox animated show jumps from episode 11 to episode 13 when viewers in Hong Kong view the Disney Plus streaming service, where they have The Simpsons. The missing episode 12, first broadcast in 2005, happens to be one where Homer takes his family to China, where they visit Tiananmen Square and come across a placard that reads, on this site in 1989, nothing happened.
Well, I guess it didn't now, according to Disney. Right?
No, that's right.
Nothing happened there.
That's right. So they caved to Chinese pressure, took it out. I don't know if it'll be seen in the U.S., because they're specifically talking about Hong Kong here.
And what season was that again?
16.
I'll report back to you shortly.
In episode 2, it happened at first in 2005. It was broadcast.
Okay.
I mean, Disney is nothing like the company that Walt Disney founded. It's just so different now. They're just completely woke. Walt Disney must be spinning in his grave like a lathe right now. They're outrageous.
Yeah, that's too bad. What season did it say it was?
16.
16.
Episode 16.
Okay, stand by.
Simpsons go to China. I don't know if that's what it's called, but that's what they did.
Yes, it's still available in the U.S.
It is still okay.
Interesting.
Well, that's great. They'll probably have conniption over that.
Oh yeah, as soon as China finds out.
Yeah.
If the NBA buys Disney,
right,
then we'll know they'll take that off for sure.
Yes.
Oh boy. China is calling the shots on pretty much everything in the world. Are they not?
They are.
Fun.
They certainly are.
Good stuff.
Speaking of Europe, in Germany, they're randomly checking for the vaccine status of train passengers.
Yeah, watch this. I mean, we had the stores in Austria, and now we're on trains in Germany. Random check time. What is it you like to say, Pat? Papers.
Papers, please.
Literally.
May I see your papers, please?
In Germany. We're checking papers.
Just chilling.
Okay.
Okay, we have ways of making you get the vaccine. You will comply, yeah? Yeah, sure.
So I've never been to Europe, and obviously I never will get there.
Not at this rate with these guys. It is crazy. It's crazy. And in Ireland, a new bill has been proposed which would give the state the right to detain people suspected of having the potential to spread COVID and would allow Health Minister Stephen Donnelly to designate locations as areas of infection.
Yeah. Look at that part of the law right there.
To provide for powers for certain medical officers of health to order in certain circumstances the detention of persons who are suspected to be potential sources of infection with COVID-19. The power to designate areas as areas of infection of COVID-19.
I mean, that's
great.
This has already come to Australia. This is now coming to Ireland if this passes.
Spreading to Ireland and to Europe and all over the place.
Freedom. It's pretty cool, right?
Yeah. It's great. Meanwhile, in Australia, where things have already been bad.
Oh, gosh.
Right? Have we not documented that pretty carefully? In Queensland, Australia right now, here's a health official telling residents that their time's running out to get vaccinated.
Oh, they're crazy not to get vaccinated. Life will be miserable without being vaccinated.
No,
you won't be
good.
able to get any. You won't be able to hide. You won't be able to get a doctor to sign off that you got an exclusion, because there's quite set rules on that, and doctors will be audited to see every one of their exclusions will be looked at very carefully. They'll get fined. They can get struck off.
All right.
The patients who tell lies can be charged with fraud. There's a whole pile of issues, pile of problems if you try and get around the system. It's going to be very hard to maintain your employment if you're not vaccinated. You won't be able to go anywhere for any entertainment.
No.
So by all means, get vaccinated. You've got another
By all
week
means.
where you can get double vaccinated before the 15th, the 17th of December, when it's definitely coming in. And there'll be proof that you've been vaccinated, firm proof. You'll be asked to show going into most venues. So get vaccinated, otherwise you're going to have a very, very lonely life, and you're not going to be able to maintain your employment.
Wow. Wow.
Did you hear that at the beginning of that clip? He said, you won't be able to hide. I mean, they're going to find you. You won't even be allowed to live in the middle of nowhere in the bush.
This is in a country where it hasn't really even been that bad.
Nope.
It's not that bad there. Wow. Have they overreacted or what?
Oh, this was an opportunity.
Jeez.
Like I said,
Wow.
man, Australia was the Western experiment. On an island.
Yeah.
No guns allowed. Let's see how far we can push them.
And in the Northern Territories of Australia, Chief Minister Michael Gunner has a message if you're against the vaccine.
Oh, no.
If you are anti-mandate, you are absolutely anti-vax. I don't care what your personal vaccination status is. If you support, champion, give a green light, give comfort to, support anybody who argues against the vaccine, you are an anti-vaxxer. Absolutely. Your personal vaccination status is utterly irrelevant. If you campaign against the mandate, if you campaign against people being vaccinated in vulnerable settings, teachers in classrooms, I'll be really clear. At that point in time, people were actually supporting the idea of a teacher being unvaccinated in a remote community classroom.
Yeah,
with kids who cannot be vaccinated. I reject that. I still reject it. And if you are out there in any way, shape or form campaigning against this mandate, you are absolutely anti-vax. If you say pro-persuasion, stuff it, shove it. We are absolutely going to make sure as many Territorians as possible are vaccinated. That is our best protection against this thing. And if you look at the Doherty modelling that's only come out since, it says if you double dose 80 in remote communities, 5 and up, I think you'll see our vaccine mandate is absolutely crucial to protecting lives, particularly Aboriginal lives. And I will never back away from supporting vaccines. And anyone out there who comes for the mandate, you are anti-vax.
Okay. Wow. So not only do you have to be pro-vaccine,
right?
You got to be pro-mandated vaccine from the government
for 5-year-olds and up. If you speak out against mandates for 5-year-olds,
against the mandate, like you can't speak out against your government now.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we're going to hold you accountable, and something is going to happen to you.
He said, I don't care what your personal vaccination status is. We're not talking about that. Jeez. We're saying if you are anti a government mandate. Oh, Australia.
Wow, this guy's out of control.
So those are some harsh words, right?
Yeah.
So he was given an opportunity to walk them back, which I'm sure he came to his senses and did.
Do you think at all that your rhetoric around calling people anti-vaxxers, some of whom were vaccinated, has had an impact at all on vaccine take-up in parts of the territory?
No. If you are anti-mandate, you are absolutely anti-vax. I don't care what your personal vaccination status is. If you support, champion, give a green light, give comfort to, support anybody who argues against the vaccine, you are an anti-vaxxer. Absolutely.
Hey, Benito.
Your personal vaccination status is utterly irrelevant. If you campaign against the mandate, if you campaign against people being vaccinated in vulnerable settings, teachers in classrooms, I'll be really clear. At that point in time, people are actually supporting the idea of a teacher being unvaccinated in a remote community classroom.
You like that accent?
With kids who cannot be vaccinated. I reject that. I still reject it. And if you are out there in any way, shape or form campaigning against this mandate, you are absolutely anti-vax.
We're going to round you up.
So what if I'm anti-vax? So what?
Stuff it, shove it. We are absolutely going to make sure as many Territorians as possible are vaccinated. That is our best protection against this thing. And if you look at the Doherty modelling, it's only come out since.
This is like maybe it's the same thing.
In remote communities, 5 and up.
No, I think
it was different.
I think that's a different one.
Wow, yeah.
I think that's a different time, isn't it?
I guess so. I don't know.
You stuff it, shove it. Benito, relax.
Right.
Okay, calm down, Benito. This is just incredible. It's incredible. We're 2 years into this, almost. I mean, really close now to 2 years in, and they're still talking like this. Just despite the fact that so many people have been vaccinated. You've probably vaccinated everybody by now who wants it. There's scant few who are going to get the vaccine if they haven't gotten it already. So relax. This is what it's going to be. Okay? Relax. I know we got the Omicron variant coming, which can, in fact, make you extremely tired.
Yeah.
And since I was extremely tired last night, so tired, in fact, I went to sleep.
You went to bed.
For 6 hours.
Wow.
And I slept for 6 hours.
And don't try to...
So I think I already have it.
Yeah. It's
I
clear.
already have
It's
it.
clear. I think we both have it, and hopefully we're not too contagious, although they're saying it is.
They're saying it's super contagious.
But don't try to say, oh, you're just sleepy, because that's kind of undermining the authorities here.
Right.
You're extremely tired, right?
You're anti-Omicron.
Right.
And
But
I don't care about your status.
I guess
you're anti-Omicron.
Australians are at least pushing back, right? So that's good.
Yeah, Sydney.
I don't know what's going to change.
Apparently had enough of this medical apartheid. Here's a look at what they were doing this week. Wow.
So there you go.
Good. The Australians are starting to fight back a little bit.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I'd just like to point out that
nobody
in that crowd owns weapons.
Yeah, probably.
FYI.
Unless they lost them in a boating accident like I did. That's possible. Some of them may have lost it. And then maybe they went back and recovered it, afterwards.
Sure.
But if they'd recovered
then
it,
they're all wet and stuff.
then it's wet. Plus, they got to report it and turn it in. So I'm sure they haven't.
But they just want you to be vaccinated for your health and your safety, right, Pat?
That's all they want.
That's all they want.
All they want. Well, and they want you to die. They literally want you to die if you refuse to submit to their will.
I don't believe this. What are you talking
Lars McMurtry.
Oh, some guy,
tweets, the CDC should roll out a new program. Get the shot or get shot.
Okay.
Nice.
This is how the left feels, quite honestly.
Absolutely.
So many on the left.
The unvaccinated need to be rounded up and lined up in front of open trenches. Their choice is simple. America has had enough of their virus. Oh, good gosh. It's our virus now.
Yep.
We need to get back to normal life with or without them. Thanks, Lars. That's some wisdom there.
Yeah.
So you should be lined up in front of open trenches, obviously then shot. And then they just push the dirt over the top of you there. And makes it easier for them to bury you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't go looking around, Benito.
Jeez.
Yep. Here we are.
Hard to believe it.
We're on the cusp of that for sure. It sure feels like it.
Oof. Do you know you have 360 joints from your neck down each vertebrae in your back to your arms, hips, knees, and feet? That's 360 joints that take a beating every day through activity and in the normal aging process. That's why your joints continually hurt, ruin your sleep. That certainly happened to me with especially my elbow joint when it got inflamed. But then I finally broke down and took Omega XL. And after it built up for a week, the pain started to lessen. After 2 weeks in my system, pain went away. Has not been back. Take Omega because of the science. I am the science. Just remember that when you're thinking about, okay, my joints really hurt. What was it Pat said? But do I believe him? Well, yeah, if you believe science. Yeah. When we're young, our bodies produce SPMs. They're nature's way of keeping joints healthy. But as we age, we don't produce enough of them, which could be why I was in pain and why you're in pain. Omega XL can restore your SPMs and rejuvenate joints and muscles so you can move like when you were young again. Order Omega XL. Get a second bottle for free. Visit OmegaXL.com/Pat. That's OmegaXL.com/Pat or 800-844-4888.
Christmas Day. Pat Gray Unleashed.
You remember Schoolhouse Rock?
Love it.
Back in the day when we were kids. Songwriter Dave Frishberg of I'm Just a Bill fame. He's the guy who wrote I'm Just a Bill.
Yeah.
On Capitol Hill. He died at the age of 88 recently. And as Pathead Cincy Browncoat pointed out online, he died just one day after this abomination was released.
Oh, no. This probably killed him.
Little updated. Yeah, it might have. It may have because he died one day later.
This is so bad.
I'm a bill with critical and historic investments in child care, health care,
This is terrible.
immigration and more. And it's all paid for. So come on, let's do this. You better pass me.
Wow, is that bad? That is really bad.
Let's do this. You better pass me. Oh, so catchy, right? Infrastructure, climate change, immigration, and it's all paid for.
It's all paid for,
Let's
right?
do this. You better pass me.
Bad.
Oh, that is.
Just really bad.
And that's what killed the man. That's what killed
him.
the guy who
He's like,
did.
okay, if this is what they're doing to my work, I can't exist anymore. And we lost him. Yeah. We lost him.
What a night.
See you again tomorrow right here.
Pat Gray, only on the Blaze Radio Network.